So today we're going to talk about the economic activity in the area. We're going to talk about three things. We're going to talk about the Danville Mall in Danville, Virginia. We're going to talk about Office Depot closing. And we're going to talk about my conversation with a local rural grocery store. So before we go into shopping mall, I want to tell you what I learned from one of our local grocers. When I go to the dump, we have a small rural grocery store that's near there. So a lot of times I stop by there and get supplies when I go to the dump. And one of his suppliers was there restocking the store. And what had happened to him was the price increases were retroactive at the wholesale level. What had happened was the vendors did not send the updated price that he was supposed to charge for stuff. And when the bill came and he was talking to the guy, the prices were raised roughly 2 weeks ago. So for instance, with Coca-Colas, the 24-ounce one, the large one, he was selling those and losing 19 cents a bottle, and he sold 2 cases of them. So he lost 19 cents on each one of those Cokes that he sold. And then he told me he had to quit selling ammunition because when he went to reorder 22 long rifle the previous month, it had been right at $20. It was like $19.90 some cent. When he went to reorder it on Friday, it was $59 rather than the $20. So there was almost a $30 increase just on 22 long rifle ammo. And then the small bags of Fritos that were 50 cents a bag, now they're 59 cents a bag. So you can see at the grocery level, everything is rising so fast. Just in 1 month, there's between 10 and 15% inflation. So now what we'll do is go in the shopping mall and look around and see what we see. So we'll start at the Danville Mall. And we'll take a look to see if anybody has money, anybody spending money, and where the stimulus went. So you can see it's 12 noon and the parking lot is pretty much empty at the mall. We're going to take a walk around inside. This mall is very well kept. It was renovated, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. At that time, I'd say half of the tenants didn't come back and they put artwork up where the closed shops were. So we'll take a look around and see what we see. We're in the mall today. It's been open probably an hour. Very few people here. This mall was renovated probably 2 years before COVID. So when they did that, a lot of the empty store space was covered by these paintings. This anchor tenant left when the mall was renovated, so they've been gone probably 3 or 4 years. No kiosks in the open areas. 6 years ago, this mall had 6 anchor tenants. Now they have 2 left. You can see where they filled in with artwork a lot of the empty spaces here. The mall is very clean, up to date. We're on the lower level now. You can see the lack of traffic. I would say 50% of stores are occupied. This mall is actually doing pretty well for the area considering the economic decline. Here we have one of the 2 remaining anchor tenants, but you'll notice there's no kiosk, no anything in here. The other remaining anchor tenant. So in conclusion, it looks like the stimulus boom is gone here. I wonder what's going to become of the Christmas season. It's going to be interesting to see what this place looks like at Christmas. So here we are at Office Max. I came here roughly once a month for 15 years. I was here around 3 weeks ago. There was no sign that this Office Max was closing. I show up today to get a few office supplies. It's closed and the sign's down. We're going to go up and take a look at the note on the door. So the store's completely empty, but they left all the lights on, so they couldn't have been gone long. And here's our store closing sign. Thanks for your business over the past 2 decades. So they've been here 20 years, and I shopped here 15 of those 20. So gone with no notice.